Ezekiel 40, 1-48, 35. God's temple restored. 25 years had passed since Jerusalem fell. The temple lay in ruins. God's people sat in exile, hearts broken, hope fading. Then God gave Ezekiel a vision that would change everything. He lifted Ezekiel up and carried him to a high mountain. There, gleaming in divine light, stood a temple. Not the old temple, something far greater, something perfect, something holy beyond imagination. An angel appeared, bright as bronze, holding a measuring rod. "Come," he said, "see what God will do." Room by room the angel measured. Every wall, every gate, every court was perfect. The measurements were precise, the design flawless. This was God's dwelling place, not built by human hands, but crafted by divine love. The outer court stretched wide, welcoming the nations. The inner court blazed with holiness, and at the center, the Holy of Holies waited, ready for God's return. The angel led Ezekiel through gate after gate. The east gate, massive and magnificent. The north gate, perfectly aligned. The south gate, opening to welcome worshippers. Each entrance told a story of God's invitation to come near. Inside, chambers surrounded the courts. Rooms for the priests, places for preparation, spaces set apart for holy service. Everything had its place. Everything served a purpose. This was order born from chaos, beauty rising from ashes. "Look," the angel said, pointing east. In the distance, a river flowed from the temple threshold, just a trickle at first. But as it flowed, it deepened, ankle deep, knee deep, a rushing river of life, impossible to cross. Trees grew along its banks, fruit every month, leaves that never withered. The water was healing. Everything it touched came alive. Fish swam in waters that had been dead. The desert bloomed. The wasteland became a garden. The angel measured the river at intervals. 1,000 cubits, ankle deep. Another 1,000, knee deep. Another 1,000, waist deep. Finally, a river too deep to cross, too wide to contain. Life flowing without limit. Then Ezekiel saw the glory, the same glory that had left the old temple in judgment. It was coming back. From the east it approached, brilliant as the sun, mighty as thunder. The earth shook with God's presence, the temple filled with his glory. And God spoke, "This is my throne. This is where I will dwell with my people forever. No more exile, no more separation. I will be with them always." The vision revealed the land divided among the tribes. Each portion carefully measured, each boundary clearly marked. The Levites received their inheritance near the sanctuary. The prince had his place. The city stood at the center, perfectly square, with gates named for the 12 tribes. But the most beautiful detail came last. The city had a new name. "The Lord is there." Not "the Lord was there" or "the Lord will be there," but "the Lord is there." Present tense, permanent presence. The vision showed more than a building. It revealed God's heart, his longing to dwell with his people, his promise to restore what sin had broken, his plan to make all things new. The measurements weren't just about walls and gates. They spoke of God's perfect order, his holy standards, his unchanging love. Every cubit declared his faithfulness. Every dimension displayed his precision. The river wasn't just water. It was life flowing from God's presence, healing spreading wherever he dwells, hope rushing into hopeless places. Where the river flows, death retreats and life advances. The priests in the vision weren't just servants. They were sons of Zadok, faithful when others fell away. They represented those who remain true when the world grows dark, who serve when others abandon their posts. Today, God still dwells among His people, not in a building made of stone, but in hearts made clean by His love. The same glory that filled Ezekiel's temple lives in you. The same river of life flows through you. When your world feels broken, when hope seems lost, remember, God is building something beautiful. His presence brings life to dead places. His glory transforms everything it touches. The temple Ezekiel saw was more than a vision. It was a promise. God will dwell with His people. He will make His home among us. And every tear, every broken dream, every shattered hope will be made new. The river is flowing still. Step in. Let His life wash over you. Let His presence fill the broken places. God is not done with you. He is not done with this world. He is building His kingdom, one heart at a time. And you are part of His perfect plan. The same God who showed Ezekiel the temple of tomorrow walks with you today. His glory surrounds you. His river flows through you. You are His dwelling place now.